Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, how is you feeling while doing the presentation? English course is one of my favorite courses since I was in a secondary school. So, doing the presentation in front of people doesn't make me feel uncomfortable. I feel like this is the good way for me to be even more courageous speaking in front of people. But I cannot hesitate with my voice while I speak in a presentation or just to ask a question. I have a trouble with my voice. All I know is one of the problem comes from my nervousness, but it doesn't make me hiding and run from my duty. What will you do when you feel nervous? I do so many things. Pretending that the audience is gone, shout out to myself like, "You can do it," and take a deep breath. However, there are many interesting things when I learned English course. You might know that my program study is primary teacher education. Now, in the elementary school curriculum, there is no English subject. They stopped the English subject and replaced it into the extracurricular. Isn't it interesting? Because we learn English but there is no English subject in elementary school. That's my first thought will make me interested with this course. Now I know how to face that problem. Because I learned a lot when discussed about that with my class and my lecture. The interesting things is not stop just right there. I have an experience when I late sending the assignment. Do you have the same experience with me? This is the problem, not just in one time. Can you imagine? So trouble. Am I proud? Of course, I'm not proud for being late, but I'm proud that I could send the assignment with my whole efforts. Even though it's late, there are many problems, but I think it's wise to tell the reason as the answer. Beside of that, I learned that I have to be more disciplined. I'm proud because the problem isn't going to continue to another assignment. Just stop right there. In a whole semester, I learned so many things. For an example, why we have to learn English, giving an opinion in English, finding the vocabulary that related to elementary school in the article, teacher competencies, the responsibility for being a teacher, how to make a good slideshow for presentation, how to increase the student interest in English, the effectiveness of teaching English, and many more. From what I learned, there is still a problem that comes from the regulation. They say that the English subject is replaced to an extracurricular, but I think that should be more detailed. The Ministry of Education can make a guidance how to create the good and systemic English extracurricular in elementary school, even though the ministry leave the authority to the institutions. So, because of that, I want to learn more about English, like in speaking, listening, reading, and writing. So, I can use my ability to guidance the student in extracurricular. Based on what I say before, I think that giving a grade to myself isn't a good way. But all I realized that I'm happy to learn and joined the English course. The more I learn, the more I know that I'm still know nothing. That's all my thought. Thank you. Goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.